Good evening and welcome to Chatbox with Sam. Today's live stream has got our guests Tom Konkle, Lucinda Bruce, Vernon Wells, and Mike Smith. We have an awesome project, Island in the Stars, and this is about the announcement for the crowdfunding Indiegogo campaign that we will be live streaming on Tuesday, the 29th of August at 6 p.m. Pacific Central Time. Tom, would you like to share a little bit?
I would actually. First off, welcome to everybody watching. Thank you for having us, Samantha and Bonnie, for doing our behind the scenes. This is Island in the Stars' first announcement. That film is something that Michael Smith and I, who is the co-writer and producer and a dear friend, have been working on for many years. Lucinda Bruce is another dear friend. She's down in Australia. Vernon Wells, one of my very good friends, an immensely talented actor, is the star of the film. This is a celebration of Australian talent. This is an original science fiction movie. Island in the Stars will be produced in Australia, and this is the first step we're taking, which is a crowdfunding. And crowdfunding is reaching out to people and getting them to buy the ticket when we need it. And when we need it is now. So we are reaching out on Tuesday to do that, and we've included incredible perks. It's something that Lucinda's worked on very hard to come up with ways of enrolling people in the film. And what we mean by that is you get a bird's eye view of the behind the scenes, you get a personal relationship with us during the filming, and you're actually part of the filmmaking process. So I want to welcome Vernon, Lucinda, and Mike to kind of tell me a little bit about the project for them, and I want to thank you for having us on here. We're really excited to do the launch on Tuesday. Over to you,
Lucinda.
Oh, well, thank you everybody for joining the this live broadcast that we're doing, and thank you Samantha and Bonnie for putting this all together for us and helping us to, talk about our film and how important it is to us and how important to get original films like this made and how difficult it is, and that's why we have to do crowdfunding campaigns like this and ask people for help and to support us in the process, so that we can afford to pay for everything that needs to get done in the film, to make it look the way that we want it to look, that gives our audience something to really sort of, get involved with and a reason to go back to the cinema, and get lost in imaginary worlds and live that experience. And I'm pretty sure I speak probably for a lot of people that are in film. I mean, this is why we do it. We love that immersive experience of going to a cinema and sitting down and just being exported to another world for 2 hours and experiencing the thrill ride that comes with that film.
Vernon, what are your thoughts?
I'm an actor. I don't have thoughts.
Trying to act.
Words never spoken. Yeah.
Nobody told me what to say. Damn, I'm in so much trouble. No, I have to say that thank you very much, Bonnie, and also Samantha. I don't know Bonnie so well, but Samantha I've been with a couple of times doing this stuff. This all came about in my mind because Tom and I did a film together a few years ago, and towards the end of the film, Tom said to me, "What's 3 films you'd like to do on your bucket list before you give up acting or you?" And I went, "Oh, great, Tom." So I said, well, what I'd love to do is I've always loved the Treasure Island and the pirate in Treasure Island from when I was a kid, and I would love to be the pirate in Treasure Island. I'd love to be the captain of the Nautilus, do a nice version of 20,000 Leagues, because that was another one that I loved a lot, and also do a real a film about vampires at their appropriate age. Instead of having 25-year-old vampires, have vampires that have lived a life and really know what they're doing. And what came out of it was that Tom and Michael put together a synopsis for Island and sent it to me and said, "Have a look at this." And I read it, and I don't think I've let either one of them alone since. It was just, I was like, oh my God, this is where my my story begins. I've got to do this because it's such an incredible film. And it's harking back to the early days of all the Star Wars and all that, where you get involved with the characters because the characters are so much fun. And we have so much to give with this film. And we can't wait for people to watch it. And anybody that looks at our proposal and things, they just fall in love instantly. It's like, wow, this is going to be something else. And that's the point. We want to make a movie that is different. We want to make it fun for the whole family. Like 12-year-old kids are going to scream and want to go and see this, drag their parents along. That's the point. And also, we do have to, unfortunately, sometimes go out and do crowdfunding to pay for the odds and sods and what we have to do to get this all together. It just doesn't happen because I want to do it. It happens because a lot of people, Tom, Lucinda, myself, Michael, and a whole group of other people put their life and soul into this to make it happen. And we're just asking you guys to come along with us for the ride. And believe me, it is going to be a hell of a ride. So enjoy it. Come, do it. And that's exactly where we're at. And I just hope everybody agrees.
Have you got something to add, Mike? Thank you, Vernon.
Mike, you're muted, but you're great for silent movie.
Help if I unmute. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't feeding back. I only have a little bit to add because these wonderful folks have put it in very much the same terms that I would. We're seeking to create a true cinematic experience of the kind that are somewhat rare, and a cinematic experience of the kind that we would want to go and see. So it's incorporating various elements with how it's staged and the story and what's in it content wise that reflects what we like about movie going and about an optimistic future that's interesting and complex, but also looks on the bright side somewhat. And that's what we're trying to do. And this campaign is to help the project achieve the critical mass necessary to get off the ground.
That's awesome. Well, we look forward to on Tuesday. We hope you all join us. I've seen the perks and they're very enticing. Please join us on Tuesday, the 29th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Okay.